Israel says it will allow a basic amount of food into Gaza as it moves forward with a major offensive called Gideon's Chariots. Officials say the limited aid is meant to prevent a hunger crisis, which they warn could disrupt military operations there. Israel also says it's taking giant steps to keep that aid out of Hamas's hands.
So there's been a really big shift in the way that the Israelis are conducting their war in the Gaza Strip. Just over this past weekend, we heard the announcement of a new operation called Gideon's Chariots. This would be an expansive ground operation, and the Israelis have basically spent the past week tenderizing the ground, launching really an uptick in their normal assault on the Gaza Strip. They said attacking more than 600 targets throughout the Gaza Strip, and the Palestinian health authorities in Gaza, which is ruled by Hamas, have said that hundreds of people were killed, many of them civilians. Now, the operation is basically, the idea is to totally destroy Hamas, but doing so under a different method, taking and holding ground as opposed to relinquishing it in a rolling operation. This time, Benjamin Netanyahu and people in the government have announced that they are going to be taking all of the Gaza Strip and occupying it. In the same time, they're announcing that they're going to be allowing in humanitarian aid for the first time in about 11 weeks. There is a starvation threat in the Gaza Strip now. Aid organizations and advocacy groups have been warning that the Gaza Strip is on the brink of famine and that without aid, they could see a mass famine situation. Now, Benjamin Netanyahu in a statement yesterday said that the reason he did this was because of pressure from allies saying that they couldn't tolerate the prospect of famine in the Gaza Strip. But he did say that even though they will be letting in aid for the first time in a while, that this will be the minimum aid required. And he vowed that it won't fall into the hands of Hamas. Matt Bradley, NBC News, Tel Aviv.